Right, good early evening all. Right, basically, I've come to a point, I've just had enough now. So, yeah, I've literally, I've just got to say that there's a serious problem going on in the UK right now. It's called the lack of freedom of speech. The lack of freedom of speech. As we know, the platform of Tommy Robinson's been removed from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I believe. Danny Tommo's is being shut down on, many areas. Avi Yamini, Ezra. Yeah. I mean, YouTube are refusing at the moment, which is all good to YouTube, of course. Can I just explain to a few people what's going on here? Right. On the 22nd of March, Tommy Robinson is facing trial again for the same crime. He was arrested, charged, convicted and imprisoned for within a matter of 3 or 4 hours last year. He then done, I think it was 12 weeks on solitary confinement due to the threat of his life in prison. He was then let out by the highest appeal judge in the land, and under the reasoning that the judge had acted improperly, the case was conducted improperly, and in fact, I don't even think Tommy was in any contempt of court anyway. In fact, I know he wasn't. So, really, the whole thing was a kangaroo court scenario, as they're calling it now. However, Panodrama aired, 2 weeks ago now, revealing the BBC, John Sweeney, and him asking one of Tommy's former members of staff to basically make up some description of a sex claim against Tommy, which she had videoed. He was absolutely drunk as a skunk, and basically she's got confirmation of this. Also, a text system you can set up and text people from. It would appear the number of a person, say fake text. Basically, is what they are, fake text. This is a real thing. I've had a look at it myself. It's real. You can get it. Okay, so yeah, be careful, people. Don't know what it was real and what isn't anymore. Not really. Alright, so on the 22nd of March, Tommy's facing that charge. Also, the charge has been extended. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny, but it is absolutely crazy. For causing anxiety, people, anxiety to the Muslim grooming gang rapists that were convicted and imprisoned for being paedophile grooming rapists of children, and for causing them potential anxiety on the way to trial, therefore potentially affecting their ability to give evidence in a trial which was already finished. Therefore, no evidence was needed to be given by these people. So yeah, so now it's a crime to cause anxiety to a criminal, as well as a crime for reporting information that's already in the public domain. That's not a crime. Okay, so we need to stand here as people and realise that what's happening here is state persecution of this man. State persecution. And it's going on everywhere. It's literally going on everywhere. So, please, come on. The 22nd of March, Tommy Robinson, the Royal Court of Justice, trying the man for the same thing that he got let out on appeal on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's all over. Well, this has all sort of started really rocketing since Panodrama, of course. So, all I can say is that if we don't stand together and realise that they're taking away our free speech, people. They're taking away anyone that has anything to say that they don't like. Now, I ask myself this, is why they don't like it. what the hell is so offensive to them in reporting the truth that they don't like? What is the problem? What's the problem, UK government? What is the problem? Why don't you want the truth? Why is the truth this problem to you? Why is it anyone talking the truth, this platform's removed? I'm on a different Facebook right now because I've had to make a new one because I've been banned for posting a video. Just because it's got Tommy Robinson in the name. Well, it is a video of his about him going back to court. So I therefore appealed that decision. They looked at the decision within 30 seconds, which is shocking for Facebook, of course, and decided it went against their standards because it just does. Okay, there was nothing in that video that goes against any standards on Facebook. Okay, so that's the issue, and I'll certainly be there on the 22nd. And I'm sure that the Royal Court are going to have a huge influx of people there on the 22nd. We are not backing down. We've had enough. We've had enough. You can't just silence people because they're saying things you don't want. But just to add to this little sort of scenario to make it so much worse, there's two groups. I think one's Hope Not Hate, one's Resisting Hate. They're both organisations of extreme racism. If you look into the people on these platforms, they are racist themselves. They're actually going for Tommy, saying he's a far right racist. These people are real racists. Far from the person that Tommy Robinson is, that's for sure. The court papers were actually taken by a crackhead. They were given by a Muslim jihadi Islamic solicitor to a crackhead bailiff who was part of Resisting Hate, who then had a pit bull terrier and 5 other, I think Antifa, another organisation that claims to be against the far right, but is in fact 1,000 times, if not more, worse than that. So they then show, with 2 media journalists, mainstream media journalists, the address of Mr. Robinson's children. So this, of course, caused alarm and distress. They turned up with 5 people at Tommy's children's address, sorry. The establishment's out to get this man and anyone involved with him. It's clearly obvious. It's just happening daily now. Who do you think you are sending these people, knowing the implications of what could have occurred to this man's door with paperwork when you knew he wasn't even there anyway as well? That's another thing to add to this. They knew he wasn't there. They clearly stated it on camera. Okay, so I know Ezra is getting together a team of sort of about 10 journalists, including Avi, including himself and stuff, to come over for the 22nd of March to report correctly what really happened. Right, controversial or not, guys, I don't care. Right, Michael Jackson, let me just talk about Michael. I've supported and loved Michael all my life. He is my hero, my idol, always has been. I was an abused child myself. I have read 1,700 pages of transcript from the judgment of Michael Jackson's 2005 trial. Please, until you've read that document, I mean, it's just so much, it's such a volume of stuff. Until you've read it and realised what this was all about and how this is actually, how it's all come about in the first place, and until you realise that the media, again, the same media are actually people that we all fight and you now all believe. That's the thing that winds me up. Okay, so you're listening to the media who on one hand you don't believe, on the other you do. Okay, right, now Michael Jackson's transcript for his 2005 sexual abuse case, where he got acquitted on all charges. All of this information you're hearing in the press about child pornography, there was no child pornography, okay, in the exhibits, none. There were cherubs, you know, like the stone things, little baby cherub things or whatever, and ornaments and stuff like that. Anyone that knows anything about Michael knows that he's got a thing for his statues and things like that. Okay, I'm not, I don't want to dismiss any child that's come across and claimed that they've been sexually abused, but I'm sorry, Wade Robson, but as we all know, you were Michael's friend and you gave evidence on oath twice, saying that he'd never harmed you and never would, and you loved him. And in fact, in your new documentary, still say you love him. Okay? And you have a wedding ring from him. I'm sorry, dear. It's just that when you're abused, I don't think you'd want to be keeping that. And why would you want that for? Come on, you might have sound convincing to the public, but believe me, all right, I've read, like I say, a 1,700-page judgment transcript from Michael Jackson's case. The Arvizo family were out to get him. They weren't just out to get him. They tried to manipulate and extort the Tucker family, Chris Tucker, the comedian, American actor, you know, Jay Leno. There was many others. I can't remember. I know Oprah Winfrey's done a 360, completely gone against Michael. Oprah, you are scum. Scum. You sit in his house in '93 and doing an interview that put the world to rights, really. I thought about Michael, and now look, turning you back on it. But that's fine, Oprah, because no one cares about you anyway, really, do they? But please, people, yeah, just think, okay, Michael's face was, you know, not good. I mean, I think myself personally had a bit of plastic surgery, didn't like it, kept doing it. He went over the top, we all know that. It was, what I want to say is this. I've read a 1,700-page judgment from this man's case. The man was innocent of all charges. The reason for that was because there was not any evidence to prove that anything that was being said was true at all. And then suddenly these people come forward after all these years. I'm sorry, people just referring to this as Jimmy Savile. No. Jimmy Savile was called out at the minute he died. We're talking over 10 years later here, people. Now, this boy's filed 2 court suits already. They've been dismissed. Okay, and then the other bloke, the Safe Chuck bloke, he only remembered he'd been abused by Michael once he'd seen Wade's information. Really? And then you remembered you'd been abused over 100 times. Really? Strange. I tell you what I think. I think you lot go to too much therapy. I think these therapists are putting too much crap in your heads. That's what I think. That's what I really do think. You know, and the fact of the matter is this, that man is a walking legend. Not living, obviously, not a walking, sorry. He is a legend of our time. He brought about the pop music video. He changed music culture for life. He is an icon and a legend. And don't destroy the legacy of Michael Jackson just because you want a few quid. Don't destroy the legacy of Michael. Look at the media, look at the way they're behaving now. Oh, let's take his music down, let's do this, let's do that. How about you lot? You're never going to destroy the legacy of Michael Jackson. Not to the people that really love Michael Jackson, not to the people that supported Michael Jackson through these absolutely disgraceful lies. Years after years after years of lies. Michael was a childlike man. These children weren't there on their own. They were there with organisations, they were there with their families. Now, if anything was ever to have happened, which I truly believe didn't, let's look at the parents, shall we? What sort of parents were allowing this to happen then anyway? Come on, these parents are to blame then as well. If you're going to start blaming people, let's point the finger directly in their faces. Because, you know, if Michael felt he was a child, and he did, as far as I'm concerned, from what I've seen, he was also a very articulate, very clever man, a genius man, in fact, and a fabulous father, as all his children will tell you. So yeah, if don't destroy the legacy of a legend, okay? It's disgusting. It is, again, the press, the media, banging on about a load of crap. I can categorically tell you the crap they're talking is crap. It's crap. None of the stuff they suggest at Neverland was found at Neverland at all. None of the DVDs, none of the child porn, nothing like that at all. No secret cameras leading up to his bedroom, no alarms leading up to his bedroom. His bedroom was on 2 levels also. You know, there's many people that he knew that were on the internet that if you look for yourself, Mark Lester, Corey Feldman, you know, many people that will explain Michael Jackson, because obviously they knew him better than me. But I just wanted to put that out there for the King of Pop, because that's who he always will be. And again, on the free speech issue, a mother in Medway has just been put in prison, Sarah Root. I've spoke to Sarah Root quite a lot. I think she knew this was coming. Again, a mother after my own heart, really. Won't be quiet, won't be silenced. So yes, UK state, we are coming for you. We are coming for you. Okay, we're coming, and we're coming hard. We really are. Stop this persecution of people. It's just not okay anymore. We don't want it anymore. We want freedom. We want the truth. And we want the government to start acting in the interests of the people, not in the interests of themselves and themselves alone. Okay, thank you. 22nd of March, Royal Court of Justice.